How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are looking at the comics that we're picking up for New Comic Book Day. I'm very excited for it. It is a smaller stack that we're getting. We're getting a total of 16 comics, but 2 of them are going to be the same. So technically 15 brand new comics with an extra variant cover. We're not going to go over the variant covers, though. We're going over the A covers. If you guys are wanting to see the variant covers, you got to stay tuned for New Comic Book Day. But other than that, let's dive right in. First one we're diving into is Absolute Green Lantern issue number 9. I'm very excited for it. We got the last issue, a history of Joel Moline, is how you say the name, history, but now why it is important, because they went to their ex-wife's house to get, shelter and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. It says, enter Nemesis. Somewhere in Coast City, Joel Moline is babysitting a comatose Hal Jordan at her ex-wife's place. Awkward doesn't cover it. Meanwhile, Agent Simon Bass and Carrie Limbo are getting closer to the mysteries of Evergreen, and so is Hector Heyman and his top assassin, the main man called Nemesis. So they're getting hunted down, but they're trying to figure out what's going on in this town with the whole thing that fell with the part of the Green Lantern and stuff like that. It's been a fun series to read. I've definitely been enjoying it. Not really much to go into. Like I said, it is fun. It was a little slow start in the beginning, but now it's picking up. Now we're getting a little more like behind, like the background stories of these characters, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to pick it up. Next, we got Adventures of Superman, the Book of El, issue number 4. It's been a fun little series. It's part of the All In, but it's supposed to be like in the future situation that's going on. It says Ronan Kent has made his last stand to push back the deadly Brainiac invasion, threatening all life as we know it. But the truth behind the attack is that the far darker than even the Man of Steel could possibly predict. The lawless dark age of the far future will chill the House of El to the bone in this epic next installment of Book of El. Again, it's a fun series. You kind of seeing like Brainiac taking over the world, so Superman's trying to be there to stop it. Also with Ronan Kent, which is like a next of kin kind of person who's also Superman, but way far in the future. It's a cool little series that's going on. I've been enjoying it. It's definitely different. Again, it's part of the All In, as in like same timeline. It's just she got shot into the future where Brainiac's taking over the world and he's trying to stop that and stuff like that. It's a fun series, so we're gonna pick it up. Next, we got Batgirl issue number 14. This is her and the enemies working together to stop this clan. It says mission impossible? Question mark. The mission is simple: destroy the unburied powerful advantage in this war and get out alive. Nothing can go wrong, right? What they're trying to destroy are these flowers that help them, I guess, be immortal or something like that, or as part of the clan. They're gonna destroy these flowers so it stops them, where they can't do the bad stuff. It's a weird story, but it's really enjoyable. Again, you got Batgirl working with her brother, newly found brother Jade Tiger, I believe. Oh, it doesn't say right there. But it looks like it says the main character is just gonna be Batgirl, so it might have them a little bit in it. But other than that, it's gonna be mainly focused on this Batgirl as a single character in there, fighting along with, like I said, an enemy who became friends, so they could stop the same enemy. Enemy of my enemy is my friend, however they say it. But it's a fun series, so we're picking it up. Next, we got Batman issue number 4. It's been a really fun series to be, not issue, but I can't speak. Fun series to be reading. It says organized crime in Gotham City has become really, really organized. As Bruce Wayne investigates the Crown of Storms, Batman pursues anarchy and discovers a criminal conspiracy hiding in plain sight that will change the game for crime and criminals in Gotham City and the world. It says enter the Minotaur. So I'm assuming that's the new villain that they're dealing with. I think this is a new story arc, basically. For this issue, it says first appearance of Minotaur from Earth Zero. Drop the Smoke is what the issue story arc is called, which is pretty cool. Again, it's a fun series. It's part of the All In. This is the series that brought back the blue and gray Batman suit. I enjoy it. A lot of people aren't liking it. The suit, at least, not the story. The story's been amazing. Everybody's been enjoying it. I definitely recommend reading it if you can. It's a fresh start to Batman with still everything that's going on, part of the All In, which is pretty cool. Again, I've been enjoying it, and I definitely think you guys would as well. So I'm very excited for issue number 4. Next, we got Cheetah and Cheshire Rob, the Justice League, issue number 5. I believe this is the second to last issue that them getting onto the Watchtower and robbing it. In the last issue, they just got there, and then Wonder Woman caught Cheetah coming to the portal. So now it's a sticky fingers, sticky situation. It says infiltrating the Watchtower, evading the security, and getting out with the goods will require split-second timing and flawless execution. What, you might wonder, could possibly go wrong? Good question. That's word on play, because Wonder Woman stopped Cheetah, so we're gonna see how that goes, how that's gonna mess up the mission, or if they're gonna still succeed in the mission. We don't know. But it's actually a really fun series. It's definitely different. It's part of the All In. It's definitely different from everything else that's coming out that's part of the All In. You're seeing like the villain side of it, them trying to rob the Justice League, and mentioning the Justice League, but not really seeing them until now. You got Wonder Woman in there, but again, it's been a fun little series. Definitely different to mix it up, which is fun. Next, we got DCKO Night Fight issue number 2. I'm very excited for this one because the first issue was amazing, where we saw Batman die. Now he's stuck in this other world, but now he's trying to figure out why this world is different, what happened, and what went wrong. It says Batman versus Batman for the soul of Gotham City. The stage is set, and Bruce Wayne's battle through a gauntlet for future Batman is on. Each former Robin has shaped Gotham City into their own vision of justice, and if Bruce can make this way past Dick Grayson, he'll face the darkest one yet. Will he survive the most violent aspects of his own legacy, or will Batman's greatest failure destroy him and the city he's sworn to protect? It is a literal battle for the cowl and for the fate of the DC universe as the all-star creative team. Yada yada yada. Okay, so it talks about the writers. It's fun, like I said. You got to see on the A cover, it says Under the Red Hood, which is pretty cool. You got Batman in his new suit for some reason fighting Nightwing, who became Batman, but his version of Batman was just pretty cool. It's been a fun series. It started off strong, so I'm really excited for the second issue, and also to see what happened with Gotham, why he's different, and how he's gonna get back to the tournament to see what's going on and everything like that. So we're definitely getting it. Continuing with the DCKO event, we got DCKO Superman versus Captain Atom. It says DCKO All Fight Month, round 1 of 8, a fight so explosive you won't want to miss it. So it's basically Superman versus Captain Atom in a major fight. Obviously winner moves on, but I think it's to the death, which is going to be crazy. So either Superman or Captain Atom's going to win. I'm very excited to see who it is that's going to win. Is round 1 of 8, so there's going to be 8 issues like this where different characters are facing off. I'm excited to dive right into it. Like I said, kind of explain what's going on. If you're not reading the DCKO event, you definitely got to read it to understand this one. It's a one shot. I'm very excited for it. Next, we got Fantastic Four issue number 6. It's a brand new story arc. It's called The Invisible Woman Part 1, The Unobserved Universe. Extra multi aliens have invaded Earth. Their plan: stop the planet's rotation so the same side always faces the sun, and then colonize that boiling, deadly side up for themselves. Only the Fantastic Four can save the Earth from destruction, but none of their powers involve altering the Earth's rotation, or do they? And when the Wizard takes advantage of the cast to attack the Baxter Building, there may be more going on there than meets the eye, including a discovery that will change the fate of the Fantastic Four forever. Science, family, and punching collide in this issue, plus the beginnings of all new future Foundation. Excuse me. So a new story arc is here. A bunch of aliens are trying to stop the world from turning so that the Earth will burn up on one side from the sun, and then they're trying to take over. The task force is going to start to stop them. They're saying like, oh, how are they going to continue the rotation of the Earth? None of their powers do that, or do they? So we're going to find out. Somebody might have a way to help the Earth keep rotating even with everything going on. Sounds like a good new story arc, so we're definitely picking it up. I'm excited for it. JSA issue number 14. This is part 2 of year 1 new story arc. As the Atom investigates the 5th columnist, a new hero makes an appearance. Meanwhile, Alan Scott gets some help on a case from Detective Jim Corrigan. Pretty cool. On the cover, you got the Flash, and then I can't think of the other guy's name, Spectre. He's gonna be in it, but it looks like Adam's gonna be in it. Green Lantern. It's a fun new story arc because it's showing the very, very beginnings of JSA, which is pretty cool. It's not like the classic issues, but it's like back in the days, new missions or new quests or whatever that they're doing. So pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. We're getting it. Next, Poison Ivy issue number 39. Poison Ivy is my favorite female DC comic that's going on currently. I've been enjoying every bit of it. It's been really fun. It says, having a friend for dinner is simply lovely, isn't it? I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if this is a continue to the next story or last story arc that was going on. I think it is, but I could be wrong. If not, it's a new story arc, but I think it's continuing, trying to save Janet from HR, having to deal with that, trying to fight the Green and the Gray, trying to get them to work together. But then we had the Poison Ivy annual where it explains why they can't work together. Crazy series. I love every bit of it. We're definitely going to get this in, dive right in as soon as we can. Next, we got Spider-Girl issue number 7. I don't know if this is the last issue or not. As you can see on the bottom right of the comic, it doesn't show next. So because of that, I don't know if this is the last issue of the whole series or they're taking a small break, because some comics do that. They take a break and then continue on. But I know at least this is going to be the last issue of the story arc. It says Spider-Girl's family and her secret identity are caught at the center of a conspiracy that could change life in Hawaii as they know it forever. Can Spider-Girl beat her new foe? Are centipedes truly the undefeated enemies of the spiders? Don't know what that means, but that's probably going to be like the enemy is going to be a centipede creature or person. Doesn't show any kind of other characters. which is okay. Spider-Girl's been really fun to read. It's definitely been different. I didn't know anything about her, but this comic did very well on explaining who she is and how she works, and then of course doing all the missions that she has to do, like saving people and everything like that. Right now she's in Hawaii. Her dad's getting blamed for this big old thing. Her dad's friend is missing and they don't know why, or they died. They just can't find him. Crazy story. So I'm excited to read it. Hopefully it's not the end of the series, but if it is, it's been enjoyable. But hopefully they're just taking a small break. Next, we got Spider-Man Noir, issue number 3. This has been really interesting to read. You got Spider-Man Noir trying to figure out the mystery of of Gwen Stacy's dad dying. He knows it was him involved, but he wants to know why his dad was there before he breaks the news to her. It says, haunted. Gwen Stacy takes the investigation of her father's death into her own hands and sets out to unmask Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Spider-Man Noir got another new rogue on his hands. Meet Plasma Man. I don't know if Plasma Man is a character from before. I never heard of him personally, but I'm excited to see who he is and what he does. I'm also very interested in how Gwen Stacy is going to try to figure out who did it and why Spider-Man did it and who Spider-Man is and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's definitely a different take on Spider-Man. I enjoy it. I've always heard rumors, or not rumors, I've always heard the stories of Spider-Man Noir, and I always wanted to get into his life story. But this new comic for it has been amazing so far, so we're definitely getting it. Next, we got Ultimate Universe 2 years in, issue number 1. It's a one-shot. I am going to put this as my pick of the week. I'm very excited for it. It says all paths lead to Endgame. In preparation of the Maker's return in Ultimate Endgame, the Ultimate Guardians have been traveling all across time and space, recruiting members new and old, travel across all the corners of the travel across all the corners of the Ultimate Universe. Don't miss the dawn of many new characters, including Ultimate Daredevil. We're going to get introduced to Daredevil, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for that. Again, it says 2 years in. This is 2 years that the Maker has been trapped in the city. Now he's about to break free, and they have to deal with him and fight him and his console and stuff like that. I'm very excited. That's why it's gonna be my pick of the week. Super hyped for it. It's gonna set up for how the next couple comics of the Ultimate Universe are gonna end. So again, we're picking it up. Next, we got Ultimate X-Men issue number 22. The final showdown between Armor and Shadow King. Kageyama has proclaimed death to Hisaku, but the X-Men aren't going down without a fight. So we got a couple issues left, so I think it's gonna end that, and then the next couple issues might partake in the whole Maker situation. I don't know, but we're gonna figure out exactly how it's gonna go down with Armor and Shadow King. You know, they've been kind of dealing with each other since the very beginning of the Ultimate X-Men issues. Now 22 issues in, they're finally gonna battle, see what's going on. Are they gonna become friends or foes? Well, they're already foes, but maybe they'll become friends. I don't know, so I'm excited to find out. Last but not least, we're getting Venom issue number 252. I'm not gonna go too far into it, only because I'm still waiting to pick up Venom 251. I know the issue's been out. I did want a specific cover for it. Because of that, I've been waiting for it for that variant cover, because my LCS that picked it up for me, they got delayed on it and they keep getting delayed. So I'm waiting for him to get it in. If he doesn't get it in soon, I'm just gonna get a regular issue if I can still pick it up. And read it so I can read issue 252. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna get too far into it. If you guys want, you guys can pause the video, read the description there. I don't want to spoil anything for me, but I'm very excited for it because you got like a new suit for Venom. It says introducing the new Spider-Man. Don't know what that means, but I'm very excited for it. You got Mayor Luke Cage on there. You got Doc Ock. Super hyped for it. But that's all the comics that we're picking up. Again, we're picking up a total of 16, but in reality 15 comics with one extra variant cover. You have to stay tuned for New Comic Book Day to see exactly what that is. Other than that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment what you guys are most excited for. If any comics on here that you are picking up that I didn't talk about, let me know in the comments below what it is and why you're picking it up and why you're excited for it. I'm interested in, expanding my comic book. It doesn't have to be DC or Marvel. It can be any indies and stuff like that. I can get into it if I can start over or whatever the case may be. Again, let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Share the video to somebody who's not subscribed so they can subscribe as well. We're trying to hit 200. We have a month left. We're 6 subscribers away as of recording this. I know we can hit it. Please share the video so that I can get to the 200, and then there might be a reward at the end for any subscribers. We don't know yet, but let's see if we can hit that goal. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.